There's a couple of moments which happened, maybe a third of the way in and halfway through, that I thought this is brilliant. Actually, there's a couple of moments in there where the audience know what is going to happen before the characters, and that is always gold dust. To get that kind of in the theatre, he's not going to do that kind of thing. They know they're willing the guy not to, or to do this thing. So that's unusual to find that in the script. And I've seen these two moments and big moments that turn the film around. That's what finally was the tilted the balance. I play Don, and Don's he's a kind of normal guy. He has been like a kind of project manager, that kind of life, building sites and self-builds and all this kind of stuff. I imagine that's been his kind of life. The time of the first infection, his kids are off in Spain on holiday, in fact, which is lucky for them because obviously the country's getting wiped out. So he managed to survive the beginning of the first 28 days along with his wife, and they take shelter in a cottage in the country. But of course that doesn't last for too long before the infected come knocking. Juan Carlos Fresnadillo, Andrew MacDonald first got in contact and said we'd like to meet him, and as of course, so when we met up in Glasgow, one of the first things that he said to me was what I thought was quite interesting. He said that I really feel for the infected. I was like, that's the last thing I thought anybody would have taken out of this script. You feel for the kids, you'd feel for the people and all. But he felt for the infected because, as he said, I asked him why, and he said because they have lives too, and they have children, and they have things that they've lost through all of this, and you think, yeah, and that was if I wasn't going to do it, I would have done it through that alone. Because I thought that's a lovely, sensitive way of looking at this and portraying this, and trying to see even through the madness and the rage in the character's eyes that there's something else in there, that there's a heartbeat still to the person. And he manages to get a group of people together who will almost die for him, do anything for him, and that's crew and cast, and I've never actually worked with anybody like Danny Boyle, to be honest. That's why I'd go back time and time again, because the encouragement and the enthusiasm that he has is just fantastic, and it sounds kind of obvious, but you don't always get that encouragement from directors, but Danny has that in spades.